Hi, I'm Caden, and this is my sister Evie.
Our story is about Canterbury Park getting redone. We chose this topic because it's a really important park to us.
Canterbury Park has been closed for construction for a very long time.
And we are confused, and so are the other kids in our neighborhood.
So we decided to investigate.
I'm here with a couple of our kid reporters who we have for the summer, and they are working on a story about Canterbury Park.
Hi, we're from near Indy. We're journalists and they are our kids correspondents.
Why has the park been closed for so long?
And what will be different when it finally opens?
We want our park back.
But first, we need answers. First, we talked to Councilor John Barth. He helped bring funding to the park project, so we wanted to know why he chose Canterbury Park.
I'm a member of the City County Council. I represent Council District 7. So I represent the interests of the neighbors and everyone who lives here downtown to fight for all the things you might need from the city.
Why did you choose Canterbury Park for this project?
Well, look behind us on this map. What I did back in 23, every member of the City Council had the opportunity to direct $1 million in their council district for a specific project. So what I did was I had a public meeting at the Broad Ripple Family Center, and I had a whole bunch of these kind of maps, and I put them all around the room. And I had parks, I had streets, I had everything that $1 million could be spent on. And I asked everybody who came to put a dot on the project they thought was the most important. And as you can see behind me, Canterbury Park got the most dots, so that's how I directed the money. I listened to the community and I did what people wanted me to.
Did any families or neighbors ask you to improve the park?
Yes. Not only before I had the public meeting where we did the dots here, but leading up to it, people were saying we'd like to see some investment in the park. And then after it was selected, a lot of neighbors gave me their thoughts and gave Indy Parks their thoughts about what the improvements should be. I was really impressed, honestly. It's one of the most activated, engaged group of neighbors I've really seen. They really own the park and feel like they want to have a lot to do with making sure the improvements happen and they happen in the way that they want them to take place.
What new things will children and families see when the park is finished?
Well, number one, you're going to see a different looking park. It's going to be improved in every single way. Let's just start on the north side. So the volleyball area, the sand volleyball area will be improved considerably. And then as you head south, the gazebo will be improved. The play area will be improved, all modern equipment installed in a way that's safe with kind of bouncy material on the ground. And then the pump track will be there as well. Just from top to bottom, it's going to be an improved, enlivened park. It's going to get a glow up, let's say.
What do you hope this new park will do for children in the neighborhood?
I think it's going to continue its long-time role of being the center point for the community, giving children and families a place to gather and to spend their time. And I think, like I mentioned before, the park is such an important part of the city because it's probably the busiest part of the Monon. Right there, sort of just south of Broad Ripple, north of downtown. So many people ride south along the Monon right there. So many people ride north of the Monon. It's a perfect place for walkers, runners, cyclists to stop, get a drink of water. They can use the bathroom. They can relax and take it easy for a little bit. It's just a perfect, beautiful little park. It's just a center point, not only for the neighborhood, but for the whole city.
Thank you.
Sure.
Next, we talked to Indy Parks Director Brittany Crum and asked her what is changing, why the park took so long, and when the park will reopen.
What is your role at Indy Parks?
I have the great honor of being the director of Indy Parks.
So when do you expect the park to fully reopen?
So we will see this park almost completed by the end of October. And then we hope that over the next few months after that, maybe by November, we'd be able to cut the ribbon on it.
What do you hope the new park will mean for children and families in this neighborhood?
Well, this neighborhood has waited for a long time to have a new playground, and it has been a point of conversation for a long time as well, and Councilor Barth was aware of that, and I think it's part of the reason why he was so excited to be able to share this $1 million and create this project with us as a department. I hope it'll mean and that neighbors will see that we care very much about our community and that they'll be excited about the investment to have a brand new park. I think it'll also be rewarding for families who have lived here for a long time, and also families who are choosing to move to Indianapolis or move to the Broad Ripple area, and that they'll be very excited to have a wonderful brand new park nearby. All right, good job.
We also wanted to know what's happening at the park right now and when it will be finished.
We also talked to someone working on the construction.
What do you think about this construction?
I think it's going to be very good for the community. It's going to add a lot of value to the community, and I foresee it being a place for kids to enjoy for many years to come.
Is there anything new that will be happening to the park?
So they've added sidewalks from area to area. They've also updated all the playground equipment, all the swings. They've added a bicycle pump track, and they've added size to the volleyball court. It's going to have all new nets, posts, and sand and landscaping barrier to it.
And how long have you guys been working on this project?
We have been working on this project for about a month and a half, 2 months now.
At first we were worried because the park had been closed for a long time,
But we learned that the park is getting some big improvements.
and that kids will not have to wait much longer for the park to reopen.
But we're glad we investigated because now we finally understand what's happening.
Sometimes construction takes patience, but kids still deserve answers.
And we can't wait to play there again!
Mirror Indy.